Previously on building Benny's movie park.
I'm gonna make this go all the way down back to the ground. First, going to paint some of these things red. I have no idea what these are supposed to look like, but I guess this looks nice. I'm just back at doing the thing I said I wasn't gonna do anymore. Just a whole bunch of these guys. And some of these tiny ones as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final episode of building Benny's movie park. Yes, the final episode. It's crazy. Today we are going to wrap up the last final things, and then it's there. The end is so near, like we can almost touch it, but not quite, because we still have to do some stuff. First of all, the parking lot. This entire stuff was just temporary, so actually, let's go and close everything and then delete everything. First, I gotta close all the rides. There you go. And then I'm gonna remove all of them. Easy as that. We don't need any of this path either, so let's go ahead and remove every single one, because we're gonna reshape this entire little area. If I were you, I would run. Just a nice, clean slate. Beautiful. Now, would you look at that? That is almost too clean. We also instantly lost 1.5 star, which is interesting. Then, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the parking lot. First of all, I'm gonna paint all of this path the same color. Oh, that changes as well. That's interesting. First, this path is going to look a little bit prettier, something like this. And then in there, I'm going to put maybe just these flower beds or some walls instead, and then put something inside there. Actually, that's hideous. Let's not do that. Instead, let's use the low ones. And then in the middle, we can just put some bushes or something, I don't know, like this one maybe. Yeah, that's actually nice. In the middle of these, I'm gonna make some of these lanterns, like the really big ones. Not really big, but bigger. Gonna do something like this. Hopefully that's gonna look nice. Down here, a base like this one. Very good. And then I guess maybe some brown metal would look nice. And then we can hang these lanterns on them. Gonna make them the same color. I think it's gonna look a lot better if they're on top instead. And then remove these two. There you go. Yes, that's a lot better. Definitely. Now all I gotta do is make sure they extend all the way to the front there. So I'm just gonna go and copy all of the elements. Last few details, and there you go. That's all of them. So then, for the parking lot itself, let's see. First of all, we should probably divide this into 2 areas. Wait, let's do it like this. Same thing on the other side. For the road, let's go with the obvious concrete, and then let's cover the entire area with it. Last line, there you go. Now the question is where to go from here. Never mind, I reconsidered. Let's do it like this instead. Like this, and then like the... Oh. And then I'll add these edges all around this path. Then the sort of sidewalk is actually going to be gray instead. I feel like that's a bit more realistic. Then it is time for the stripes. So let's go and make this very nice white stripe. There it is. And sort of make parking spots. So basically there's trucks and there's cars, and the cars are very small, as you can see. The trucks are a little bigger, so I guess I'm gonna go with this size because it's kind of in the middle there. So I'm just gonna make a bunch of these. This is actually a bit more tricky than I thought. Then I guess like this. Why do I feel like I'm making the most unlogical parking lot ever? Like, I feel like this doesn't make sense at all. I guess what I should do is add some of these tiny stripes in the middle, like something like this. Then right here I'm gonna add a crosswalk. This we of course have to make white as well. Look, now it is actually starting to look like something. I'm gonna add some more stripes right about here. Pretty sure this still makes 0 sense, but we'll just say that this is in and this is out, or the other way around. I don't care. Let's add some extra fences to this just for the aesthetic. Then let's go ahead and place down some cars just on some of these spots. Not all of them, but some of them. And right here, like this. And then we also have the big ones. Then we should definitely add some variety in color. So let's make this one red and a yellow one like this. Very nice. First, let's make this entire thing on this side as well. Yes, fun. A lot of fun. I guess we can start by making the same path once again. Then I just have to add some cars and then we're all set. Or at least that's the idea. And there you go. That is the parking area. I think this is fine. It's a bit boring maybe, but I don't really know what else to do, so it's fine. Then I and some of you guys had this very cool idea to put some posters here. And by posters, I mean literal posters just on the side. I mean, after all, it is a movie park, so it would be nice. And put our images in there. I've made a few posters. All of them are my own designs from my Photoshop channel because copyright, enable transparency, there you go. Now some of these I'd like to add here at the front. This one was maybe a bit too big, let's instead use these smaller ones. And the same thing on this side. Then inside here, let's go and put some posters. They haven't all loaded, so I hope this is gonna work. See, like this, pretty nice. We do have to add a stand for them, but that will be fine. Then I'm gonna add these very simple wooden frames. Until they have loaded, I may as well just use the same ones for now. Okay, so that's a nice detail right there. Then we have stuff like this, which obviously doesn't look so fantastic, so let's go and add some more rocks. I cannot do this anymore. I can't. I need a drink first. Back again with the invisible bottle. It doesn't quite do it. I need a glass. A few more of these rocks up here, and then I think this looks fine as well. Possibly some mossy bits in here. Just like that. But then I think this little corner should be fine. So let's see how that looks on the other side. Yeah, this is completely plain. I mean, I guess we can just continue this rocky stuff, but it's again rock. There's nothing else really I can do here, so we may as well just continue this. Then there is one tiny area of this park that's literally not finished yet, which is the back of Hogwarts. Right here. This is completely untouched. I am going to add a whole bunch of trees to this because I am lazy and this is by far the easiest way to do this. First, a bunch of these big ones right here, and to fill it up, the tiny ones. And believe it or not, some more rocks. Just right up here, a little bit, not too much. There you go. That is looking a lot better than before. It's not perfect, but it's definitely more than good enough. And then there was one more thing. What was it? Ah, yes, the nighttime mode. Let's make it night. And as you can see, now there's a bunch of areas that are completely dark. Some of them are supposed to be dark, but others are not. For example, this right here. So in order to fix this, I'm gonna add some lanterns. In this case, maybe here in the wall would be cool. Just some nice dim lighting there. And just like this, I'm gonna have to go over the entire park because some areas I did, some areas I didn't, so it's gonna be quite a lot of work. I should, however, mention that I don't find this very important, so if it's not perfect, I don't mind really, but it would be nice to have some lighting. For example, this bridge is very dark. How about below this track right here, we put a spotlight shining on the plane ride. Orange, I guess, that always kind of seems to work. And then most of the other stuff seems to be fine. I'm obviously not gonna do the areas like this, for example, because there's just nothing there. I definitely don't want to overdo it, so let's make it day again. There you go. I mean, I bet there's dozens of tiny details that need fixing, but right now I just don't know where those are, so that makes it hard to determine what to do now. I guess I don't want to say it yet. I can't say it yet. A lot of you guys mentioned the idea of some sort of transportation through the entire park, like a monorail or the transportation train or anything like that, but I don't see how there's room for that. Like, I built everything kind of compact, so it either has to go underground, which makes it incredibly boring because you don't see anything anyway, or it's gonna go through all this in a very weird way. So I don't know, I don't see how that's going to work. I mean, the idea is nice, but it's not very practical. So guys, I'm just gonna say it. The park is done. It's finished. It's done. I don't know what else to say. We don't have anything else to do, I guess. At least nothing big that actually makes a difference. But just look at how insanely big this park is. I spent 2 or 3 months building all this, every brick by brick, just placing everything down. It's honestly, looking at it like this, I couldn't have imagined this when I started. Like, this is kind of crazy. It turned out quite cool, if you ask for my opinion. So I mean, I'm not really sure what I think about the parking lot, but that's like the least important thing, I guess. So, but other than that, I mean, this is crazy. And with that, I'm gonna end. The water doesn't render from far away. It's kind of annoying. Like, this just looks kind of weird. But anyways, with all that said, I am going to wrap this up for today. Be on the lookout for the next video because it is going to be super cool. I'm gonna make a cinematic of this park using some really nice shaders, possibly. But then I guess that's it for today. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and if you enjoy my overall content, feel very free to subscribe because it would support me big time. Then I hope I'll see you Well, not in the next episode of Building Benny's Movie Park, but in my next video.